Hi boys and girls, my name is Reggie, and the puppeteer guy PK, he's going to show you how to do some doodling, since you're not in school anyway. So you're going to have fun doodling. This is awesome. I love doodling. Okay, PK? Today I'm going to show you some doodles. I'll show you first of all some doodles that I've done, and then we'll get into how you can create doodles yourself. That's kind of a strange looking guy, and this is kind of a strange looking girl. There's a lot of strange looking things here. Here is a doodle bug. That's a little strange looking. And what else do we have here? Arnold Hairtail. Now that is a very weird creature. And that's all just done with doodles, of course. And this, if you could see it and pick it out, inside there, there's a name, Jessica. We don't have time to look at all that right now. And this one, Norton Numbers. All done with numbers in a doodle. And what else do we have here? Frankie Longhand. I call him Frankie Longhand because he has a long hand. And what else do we have here? Freddy Fried. He looks like he's fried or something, doesn't he? Freddy Fried. And then this says it's a fantasy. Just a fantasy doodle. Just making things up as you go. And then I've got lots of different doodles, some like that, and some that have characters in them. They're all a little bit different. But I also do a lot of doodling, and I put someone's name in there. So let's say your name is Bob. That's easy. B-O-B. Backwards, frontwards. Anyways, it's easy to put that in there and then make a doodle with that, with the letters, and then change things all around. And this one here says Jacqueline. That's my wife's name. So I got that in there, and then I put the colors all around it. And I made the letters. These letters are all dark, so you can actually see what the name is. But when you don't have it one color, and they're all different colors, it makes it really, really hard to find the names. Oh, these little guys. You have stuff like this, a block, a lid, a cookie cutter. Might be from Christmas, it doesn't matter. There's a cookie cutter of a star, a lid from a jar, and some of these blocks, wooden blocks like a triangle. This was actually a laundry basket. Shh. I cut the laundry basket up because I really like these shapes. And so you can do stuff with those too. Make glasses, all kinds of stuff. I'll change the camera angle and be back in that long. All right, let's get started. We're going to have some fun doing some doodles, and I'm going to show you what you can do. First of all, you need to get paper. And you're going to need to get pencils, pens, markers, highlighters, anything like that that you have could come in useful as we do this. I'm going to show you some things like this. This is called a stencil. And you can use other things besides this. If you don't have a stencil, you can use other things. But this obviously has a bunch of circles on it with different size circles. So you can use them and draw different things, different size circles with that. These are things that you can get a lot of times at the dollar store. So they don't cost a lot. And these are all ovals. See, we have circles and then we have ovals. The big long skinny ones like that. And so you got ovals, you got circles, and this stencil has some squares and then some different shapes like this. So you can do different things with those. And then this is another one that's just got some really big ovals on this one. And you can also use things, maybe your mom or dad have some things like this, and you can do different circles and stuff like that. With this outside, you can just make something round, and then you can stop, and then you can get a ruler. After you make a round thing like that, you can make a ruler and go across, and then you just make a semicircle, half a circle, that kind of thing. And then your mom or dad might have some of these, like a cookie cutter for making cookies. This one's for making a Christmas star, and it doesn't matter if it's Christmas or not. You can use them anytime. And then you got things like this, little containers that you can put down, and you can draw around here and make that shape. Or pencil sharpener, you can make that shape. And watch all that dust from your pencils coming out of there. And then a lid from a jar, you can use that. Even if you have a little brother or sister that has blocks, you can use one of those blocks for a square. And this is another building block thing that you can use. You can use all kinds of things. So if you want to get pencil crayons, a pen, a pencil, if you have any kind of highlighters and a ruler and maybe an eraser, you can get all that stuff and then come back, and then I'll show you how you can make a doodle using some of these shapes. So it's not even doing it like freehand. We'll do that maybe in Doodling with PK Part 2. That'll be a different one. But this one we're going to do different shapes, and I'm going to show you what you can do so that you get something that looks maybe something like this. But first of all, you've got to get paper, pen, pencil, all that stuff, and things that you want to draw. Go get that, push pause, and then go get that stuff. When you come back, push play, and then we'll show you what to do here. This will be fun. Now that you're back, and hopefully you're back and you've got your paper and you've got everything else that you need, I'm just going to do one of these doodle. It's kind of like a doodle, but you're using different objects. But you're still going to be very creative in how you do it. Let's start off with doing some circles. I'm going to use like a black thin pen marker, and let's do a circle up here. It doesn't matter where you want to do it. You can do your circle anywhere you want. And so I got that size circle, and I'm going to do maybe a bigger circle like this, but I'm going to go part way through this circle with this bigger one. And let's see what it looks like there. Like this. So now, like on this picture that I did before, you see how it goes over top? It intersects that. So now you can have a color like red, yellow, blue. You can do 3 different colors. Instead of just 2 circles with 2 colors, you've got 2 circles that combined. So now you got 3 places to put color. That's what makes it fun, because you can be very creative in the way you do that. Where is that circle one again? I think I want to use that one more time. Oh, there it is. And do it over here. See, and these go in a line, the circles. So I think I'm going to do maybe 3 in a row. That's a good idea. Right here. 3 in a row. Like this. 1, 2, 3 in a row. There's the 3 circles there. And then I'm going to get maybe a square. Let me see. Maybe this size of a bigger one. A big square like that. And I'm going to go over them like this. Move that away so it's flatter. And then go like this. Make a big square like this. And now you can see that I'm going to have a color here and in here. All this, at this point, one color, but if I put something over it, that'll change. A color here, 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 and a separate one there. Now, let's do one of these long ones, like this maybe. Like this one here. A big long one like this. Sometimes when you're doing these, you see different things in it. Sometimes you might go, hey, that looks like this one here. Hey, that looks like a bird beak. And then if you had a couple eyes here, it might look like a bird. Well, I got an idea. Because you can do whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. Let's just put, I think, 2 different size circles. One like this. And one over here like this. One there and one there. Hey, that kind of looks like a lizard or something, doesn't it? Looks like a lizard, see? The 2 eyes and then a big long head. Actually, why don't we get really small ones and see if we can make it look kind of like a lizard or something. Let's just do this all dark. I'm going to color that all in dark, that little circle. Then go over here. Oh, you can see what I mean? It's kind of looking like it's some kind of a lizard or something. So sometimes when you're making these doodles, you didn't really plan it to look like something, but it just does. And so you can make it into something, a fun character like that. And that's what I did with some of these that you seen earlier. Because I was doodling, and then it just happened that it doodled like that, so I made it into a head, and then I added these on and made it into Arnold Hairtail. And then I did it with this. I had this done, and I had a couple there, and I thought, oh, that looks like an 8. And then I thought, well, I'm going to do different numbers. So then I did 1, 4, 9, 2, 6, 5, 3, 7, different numbers in there, and made it into something I called Norton Numbers. Just fun, just having some fun. So anyways, you can continue doing that and adding different things onto it. And if I wanted to add another one of these big ovals, I could add that anywhere I want, but I'm going to add it right here for now. And then with the squares, again, you can do anything that you feel like doing with the square and make it look any way you want. So I'm just going to add one square here, like that. Then you can add all kinds of little things to it that makes it really look neat. But at the end, when you color it all, it looks really neat. Because you've invented something, you've created something totally on your own. You might have used some other things to help you with the shape, but the design is yours. And see, you can make these balls, all these balls the same color, part of it. See, part of it, let's say I wanted to do blue. I could do blue here, and on the top here, and on the top here. And then do green on the side, and then blue. I can do gold, yellow, orange, and change it any ways you want. That'd be so cool. And I would love to see what you're doing. I would love to be able to see your actual work. That would be so cool. And I'm going to show you something else real quick. I'm not going to have time to show you this kind of doodle, but maybe in doodling with PK2, I'll show you how to do some doodles like that. We'll see how that goes. But this is a stencil that you can buy at the dollar store, and it's just got different letters on it. You can buy all kinds of different stencils, and you can buy them cheap if you go to the dollar store and just find these. And this is just letters that you can just kind of trace out like that with a pencil. Just move in and out around here and make those marks and make those letters easy with that. But I wanted to do some names. Like I did this name here. I'm going to show you how to do this freehand later, maybe in the next one. But this one I'm going to show you how to do that kind of a thing with these type of letters. So I've got, well actually we have a lot of grandchildren, but I couldn't use all the names, but I used some. And this is Annika, A-N-N-I-K-A. But when you look at that, if I colored that, it's easy to see, and it's not very creative just having one. So I thought we should do a second name, and so I did. I've got Annika, and I use that same A in Annika to put Lauren, L-A-U, and see, R-E-N. So I got it going right around in a circle. So now that's a little harder to see, but not too hard. Annika, Lauren. Let's add another name. Annika, Lauren, and I use the A over here for Annika, and I use that with Alexa. E-A-L-E-X-A, Alexa. So now it's looking a little more full, and that's fun when you're starting to do that because every one of these pieces are going to be colored. So let's change it and add another name. Okay, Annika, Lauren, Alexa. And what? Oh, turn it the other way. There it is. M-E-L-I-S-A. Melissa. Some Melissas have 2 S's. This Melissa only has 1. One S Melissa. Yes. Anyways, that's another name in there, but I want to add even another name to this. And this is kind of like an all girls one because I think every one of these are a girl so far. Let me see. And this one, I added the name B-R-E-A, the same A. I used it again for another name. And Anna, Brianna. We have Annika, now we have Brianna and Alexa, all using that same letter A. So now it's getting busy. Now I think it's where it needs to be. Now it looks pretty full. I think now it can be colored. And if your mom or dad have a photocopier, you can photocopy this so that you know where the names are and it's easier to find later, because maybe later it'll be too hard to find. So here I have pink for Brianna, and I have for Alexa, see it's green, so I got a little bit of green in here because this A is used 3 times. Alexa, Annika, Annika's in purple, see I got little purple marks around here to see where it is. Melissa is in blue, Melissa, and then in orange, L-A-U-R-E-N, Lauren. So I have all that done. But that's too easy. It's still too easy because you can find the names pretty easy. And I like to make it kind of hard so that people really have to look for it. So I thought what we could do is add the letter T, because none of these names have a letter T in it. So if we add these T's, it'll just make it more full and a little harder maybe to find the names. So when you add the T's to it, I colored them all in blue so you can see them real easy. It just makes it more full and a little harder to find the names. But then when you color them all in, this will just give you an idea of what it might look like when you color them all in. There. So you got Brianna, and you got Alexa, and you got Annika, and you got Lauren, and you got Melissa. See, and they're all in different places. And these letter T's, they don't mean anything. But if you want to make it even more fun and more like a puzzle, which I like to do, I like to put something in there that nobody really maybe will see right off the bat. So I put in here 2 colors. Well, there's 2 colors that aren't anywhere else on the paper. There's only 2 letters that have a color that is not anywhere else. Can you see where they are? There's 2 different colored letters that you might not see anywhere else. And I'll show you where they are. One is right there, yellow. There's no other yellow on this whole page except for there. And there's one other color. Can you see it? One other color that's nowhere else except on that one letter. And that is right over here. Light purple. See, there's no other light purple anywhere on the page. So you can do all kinds of fun things like that. And then after you do that, you can even add shapes in there and make it even harder for them to find a name. So you can take one person's name, 2 people's name, or whatever you want, and do that and be very creative. Next time, like I said, we will do more Doodles with PK.